Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
23 pointers tonight. You guys had not made more than 6 in any of the last 4 games. What was different about today that you guys kind of regained that outside shooting touch?
Well, they weren't as stingy an opponent. And people ask why you play a game like this. Coppin, I saw Coppin play Duke in the first game of the year. It's a 6-point game with 5 to play. They've got Coach Dixon's doing a nice job with them. Tark, number 3, can play a lot of places, but we thought we could get a number of better looks than we've had. Really needed to get Jalen Cone going, and happy that we were able to do so. Our team needed to see some things go in the basket. I don't think it's anything deep seated with what we're doing offensively. Clemson's pretty darn good on that end, as is Penn State, and some opportunities that we hadn't had here in the last couple of weeks, and good to see the skies open and some shots going to hole.
Were guys just getting hot, or were there certain things about their defense you were able to take advantage of there?
Probably a combination of the two. I mean, it's like a hitter in baseball. It's like, a drop back quarterback in football. You get a couple in there, and, shoulders get back, and the basket looks a little bit bigger, and confidence is a big thing in any athletic endeavor.
Obviously, you guys said, we're making more free throws than last year. You had the inside game working. So, I mean, was this important for you guys or not to get the 3-point game going again?
Oh, I think it's very important. I don't think you're ever going to be able to try to take away our inside and live with them. You're not going to back off. All right. You're going to guard Lean and Couture and Cone and those guys. But we know the shooters we have. I thought Darius Maddox came on. I think he was 3 for 3 from 3. Joe Bamasil. Those guys are going to be good players. So, we'll take it and keep on moving. Pardon me, guys. I'm sorry. It's not COVID. Travis, it's not COVID. I was tested 7 times today alone.
I hear you. Hey, I know it's hard to nitpick when you win by 40, but the 18 turnovers, I know turnovers are going to happen, but the ones that are unforced kind of drive you crazy. How do you try to mitigate those and stress the importance of just valuing the ball?
My teams that I have coached over the last 19 years are typically ranked in the top 25 nationally, or that may not be completely accurate, but Travis, if somebody watches you practice, they should be able to tell you within 15, 20 minutes what's important to you, and that's really important to me. I don't think you can turn the ball over and expect to be really successful. It's an emphasis. We're aware of it. My team is aware of it. We're going to do a better job. I thought we had 6 at the half tonight. I think 10 assists and six turnovers at the half. A little choppy in the second half. Part of that is the game. They're flying through passing lanes, and we had some mishaps. We'll get it ironed out. I feel very confident.
The fact that you got to play a lot of guys tonight, I know you hope to do the same Monday, and then you get that week, almost a week before you jump into the heart of the conference schedule. Can you speak to that, just kind of keeping guys fresh?
Well, I thought there was a good response from them tonight. They know that we've got another one on Monday. That one's just as important as any we've played thus far. Continue to improve night in, night out. They'll be ready to go. We'll look forward to it, Travis.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, buddy.
Mike, you guys had, to go along with the turnovers, you guys had 20 assists, season high.
Yeah, we did, David.
Wabisa had 5 assists. Hunter had 5. What did you think of the ball movement tonight?
That was pretty good. Thought it was pretty good. Yeah, I'm always encouraged when we had 30 made field goals, and 20 of those were preceded by an assist, an unselfish play, and that's encouraging. We would have 21. Jalen wanted to give the ball to Mutz there on that breakaway layup, and Mutz told him to keep it and dunk it. So I ripped Jalen's tail, and he later, those two shared with me what happened. So I'm very encouraged. That's the game. Unselfish people willing to make the right play, and this team certainly exhibits that day in, day out.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, David.
Grant Mitchell.
Coach Young, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Nahiril Lean had a great game tonight. With him only being a sophomore, but such an important part of the team's identity, where are you looking for him to grow as a player over the next few seasons?
He's good. I mean, he is a really good basketball player. He's probably on the ball and off the ball, probably the most responsible defender that we have. I think for him, it's just being consistent. It's doing it day in, day out. That's what really good players do. We're 7 games in or 8 games, whatever we are, into his sophomore year, and he still has one like Bizarre. He doesn't play very well. He's got a bad look. He's the best guy of all time. He's got the best heart. And wants to help us win, wants to do things that you ask. But he's going to, when he gets to the point where he's doing it night in, night out, every night, he's going to be go down as a special one around here. I feel certain of that.
And just one more question for you. This was your 4th of 6 consecutive home games. How confident are you in your players to stay focused when you eventually hit the road again, starting in Charlotte?
Yeah, we haven't had a true road game. And it's just one of those quirks. We didn't know if we were going to go on the road in the Big Ten ACC matchup. Time will tell. That's a good question. We were terrific in Uncasville on a neutral floor. Pretty good, I should say. We were pretty good up there with Villanova in South Florida. Actually, before the Clemson game, I was nervous about it. I felt bad. We had played VMI Radford and Penn State, and we were terrible in all 3. But I thought we were energized and played a solid ball game on Tuesday against the Tigers. And I thought our energy and preparation was also good in here. They're all the same. Every facility we walk into, Cameron Indoor Stadium. Can you imagine walking into Cameron Indoor Stadium and there's not one fan to be found? That's a trick for all of us to find enthusiasm and juice. It sounds easy. It's not all the time. But a much better job from our unit here in the last 2. But going on the road, I think we'll be fine. But time will tell.
Thanks, Coach.
Chris Arvin, last question.
Coach, 2 quick questions for you. First, how important was it to get kind of the end of the bench into the game more and get them some more minutes tonight?
Very, very. I feel strong opinions about Bamasil and Maddox. Maddox played a little bit more. He's so much farther along defensively. He comes in and bangs. I think he banged his first 3 that he took. Bamasil is an ultra talented person. Scores easily. Good basketball player. Those guys are going to stay the course and hang in there. And you know, they're getting extra work in with David Jackson in the weight room. They're in the gym constantly working on it. But, you know, there comes a time that you really need to get those guys on the floor and let them, you know, reap the fruits of their labor. They put the licks in. They needed an opportunity to play a little bit. I'm glad that occurred.
Yeah, and then just last question, kind of looking ahead, but you had said Ojiako was probably going to come back for the Miami game. Is that still on course?
Yeah. Now don't put a gun to my head. You know, that could change. But I talked to him yesterday. I talked to our athletic trainer. He's on course. You know, going to be hard for him to get back to Africa for our 3-day break at Christmas. So he's going to be here, and you know, he'll be able to continue to rehab and take care of himself. But I think we got a legitimate shot. I think we got a legitimate shot to have him in uniform and ready to play the game on the 29th of December.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach. Congrats.
Thanks, everybody. Have a nice night.
Thanks, Mike.